Nicky, you can make me some French fried potatoes.
What?
Potatoes and mustard.
Maybe my least favorite one of these that you've done.
You don't like Sling Blade? You don't like the film Sling Blade?
I've never seen the film or honestly heard of the film Sling Blade.
It was nominated for like a million Academy Awards.
The only Sling Blade I know is Jay White.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, this is kind of like the inspiration for Jay White's character. You know? That's not even true, but I wish it was. That'd be really good. I'm the Switchblade Jay White. That'd be pretty good. Hey everyone, welcome to the VG's podcast. This is episode 95. Did y'all like the way this one started?
Send off comment down below.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. We'll let the managers know.
Here's the thing. YouTube loves this, and the people who listen to the show love this when we kind of like navel gaze at it. There's like 5 or 6 or 7 of you that just you fucking love to comment on YouTube like the second this thing goes live, and I love you. I take a bullet for you. You tell me where to take a bullet for you, I'll take a bullet for you.
Like where you need to go, or where on the body?
Where on the body, because if it's the face or head, I have scheduling issues with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm John Warren, not shot in the face. With me are my 2 forever co-hosts, Nikki and Lotus.
Also not shot in the faces.
Also, yeah, what about you?
Face feels great.
Nikki,
Who got shot in the face?
No one
today.
No one. No one got shot in the face today. I was saying where I would take a bullet for someone.
Oh, not in the... I understand.
Right, you get it.
It's a tough one for me today, you know? A little behind the 8 ball.
No, you're good. You're
on
so
this
good.
one.
Pretty generous. The 8 ball has a chance at being right. We're saying things with the intent of it not making sense.
The 2 ball on this one.
Behind the oracle.
I'm behind the 2 ball on
You're
this
behind
one.
the poly market, bud.
Oh, jeez. Beans. Hey, if you're a fan of this show, and I hope you are, based on the first 3 minutes, who couldn't be?
You'd be dumb to not like it.
You should go to vgbs.com/join. I'm reading my own notes on this thing, and I'm noticing some typos I've made on our notes already, which is pretty fun. You should go to vgbs.com/join. Join the Hive. If you join the Hive, you get a lot of cool stuff like bonus episodes, special parts of the Discord, and the satisfaction of knowing that you are supporting independent games media. Oh, it'd be cool if we had a week without major layoff news.
Well, when we
haven't had one yet.
When we make our no bummers episode, we'll just pretend.
We'll just pretend.
We'll just have to
pretend. We'll ignore it.
And we're going to just have to call it because it's not going to come, you know? So we just have to pick one.
We just have to pick. Well, it's going to be a 101, right? That's the episode. This is episode 101.
That's right. Yeah, because otherwise it'd be next week.
Right.
You know, listen, they're going to shut down like all of Ubisoft the week of SGF.
Probably.
At this rate, you know?
Yep.
Ubisoft is going to be like, here's the new Assassin's Creed on Thursday, and then on Friday they're going to be like, actually, we're turning it all off.
When is, all right, so 96, 97, 98, 90.
We're not, it's before that. It's the first week
SGF.
of June.
Good,
yeah.
Good. Okay.
We have a window.
Woo! Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
Which is, nope. How do I get somebody out of here? Which is huge because last year they booked it intentionally to be the same weekend as Dyke Day and the Pride game for Angel City. So they kind of intentionally fucked me over specifically.
Yeah.
But no longer. They moved it up a week.
That's good.
And now Jeff Keighley is welcome at Dyke Day.
You go to the Midwest.
Hey, Jeff, at Dyke Day, they do remember your dad and his contributions to IMAX. Okay? They fucking remember.
Pull up the receipts.
At Dyke Day, they're like, hey, we saw Sucker Punch and IMAX. And that's a big deal.
That.
Thank you so much, Mr. Keeley. Thank you so much. We have not had a week in several weeks without a major layoff, and this one might be the biggest one of the year. Epic laid off 1,000 employees due to Fortnite, quote, underperforming.
It's a crazy word to put next to the video game Fortnite.
They wrote a really big blog post about it, and here's just the gist. It's one paragraph. Quote, today we're laying off over 1,000 Epic employees. I'm sorry we're here again. The downturn in Fortnite engagement that started in 2025 means we're spending significantly more than we're making, and we have to make major cuts to keep the company funded. This layoff, together with $500 million of identified cost savings in contracting, marketing, and closing some open roles, puts us in a more stable place.
I've got like a couple of ideas.
1,000 people is so many. That brings them from roughly 5,000 to about 4,000 employees, based on best guess. If it's true, it's interesting that they're admitting that not as many people are playing this game.
Well, I don't think it's like, yes, there are fewer people playing the video game Fortnite than there were before. But that is because when you turn the video game Fortnite on now,
yes,
it's a fucking nightmare.
It is an
absolute nightmare. The stuff that they are showing you is not even the video game Fortnite anymore.
No.
Like the average person, when you boot Fortnite up, the first tile is not Battle Royale. It is not zero build. It is some creator-made island filled with fucking garbage bullshit. Yeah.
It's bullshit. And, I mean, like, it is bullshit when you fire it up. And it's weird for one of the biggest games in the world to send you into its platform just being like, here's the bullshit we cooked up today.
And also, we've decided that it actually behooves us financially to pay these people just truly insane amounts of money for game modes where you jump on a rail and go around in a circle and collect coins.
Right.
While a MP4 or an MP3 plays in the background.
And none of it feels good.
No, it doesn't. And also, the Battle Royale stuff, like mechanically, I haven't played in almost a year, but like, is some of the most interesting it has ever been. But it is so hard to get to, and they are focusing on shit that the player base does not want.
Right.
And they are ignoring the player base. That The Rock is in this season. I found some money for you. That's maybe like 300 jobs for a year, perhaps.
Yeah, right.
In the amount of money that you've given The Rock.
And folks, I promise you, no one in 2026 was sitting here going like, I just want The Rock in Fortnite.
Yeah, bring him back.
I just want Dwayne Johnson in Fortnite. That's what I want.
Bring Dwayne back. No one said that.
No one said that.
So, yeah, it's one of those situations where they could have fixed this by making literally one other video game, perhaps. Would have maybe been helpful.
Or conversely, maybe making less of them.
Yeah. Like there are so many
Fortnites.
There are 5.
There are 5 Fortnites.
Yeah. There's Fortnite. There's
Fortnite. There's
Save
Lego.
The World.
There's
Lego.
Well, no longer. That one's dead.
Well, no longer.
That one's dead.
That's why. There's
Festival.
Yeah.
Which again is it's the craziest thing in the world that they put Guitar Hero in the game and fucked it up.
Yeah.
They put Guitar Hero in the game and they fucked it up. What are you talking about? Because the songs each cost like $2.50, and then otherwise you're like, I love Festival, to be so clear.
The peak skin, like, this isn't news that we put on our thing, although we could have. But the peak skin in Fortnite costs double what the game Peak does.
Mm-hmm. And it's like this is a wide ranging issue, that specific point. But like none of this stuff is surprising if you have literally any kind of brain in your head.
Right.
But then Tim Sweeney is going to be able to collect his check at the end of this month and the end of next month.
Right.
As he gets into the Lamborghini that he bought that he didn't need or didn't want to drive around his empty house.
He bought, that he could buy 10 of every month.
Yeah. His empty house in North Carolina. Dent
in Cary, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Cary, North Carolina?
Beautiful.
Never
gorgeous. Just full of trees. I went there with KJ, our boss, our former boss. Remember that guy?
I do.
Had a nice continental breakfast that morning. Went over to Epic to beg them to do anything with us.
Yeah, and then what did they say?
And they said, I'm sorry, did you have an appointment today?
Was this before or after they sent us the cease and desist?
Before.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that perhaps I was going to say, do you think that perhaps us showing up keyed them into our existence?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably someone Googled us once and went, oh, why do you have our guys up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fun day.
Fun day. Yeah.
Fun day at work at the work factory. That was fun.
C&Ds are fake, by the way. If you get one, just ignore it, rip it up, and throw it in the trash.
What are they going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to? This is our new legal advice podcast. When you get mail, just throw it away and don't open it.
Just pretend you didn't see it.
Most of it you can do that with.
Yeah, I know. It's a good defense.
Yeah, I threw it away.
I shred all my mail.
I threw it away. I shred all my mail. I'm sorry. I don't
Everybody knows if you need to get a hold of me, don't send me mail.
Mm-hmm. No, everyone knows that.
I'm such an incredible defender of the postal service just not being privatized or like fucked with in any meaningful way, but really 99.9% of everything I get from them I put in the fucking garbage. It is pretty funny.
You gotta get people sending you fun mail. I'll start sending you some fun mail, John.
All right, send me some fun mail because Jesus Christ, I just get stuff that's like, it looks like a check, but on the inside it's like, refinance your mortgage.
Yeah.
I would just get Disney asking me if I want to do a credit card. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I get those.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think I'm sure. My Disney
from
Resort
Discover
credit package. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or whatever it is.
Speaking of Disney, remember that they put $1.5 billion into this company less than 2 years ago.
Fake money in a fake company. That thing's right around the
corner. Yeah. Disney loves putting specifically $1 billion into companies.
Yeah. God, that'd be such a good segue if I wasn't done talking about Epic stuff.
Yeah. Well.
But I just think it is remarkable that this game that we collectively understand to be one of the biggest things, one of the most incredible phenomenon, something that is a marketing machine for multiple facets of the most popular pop culture items that are happening at any point in time, except for The Rock, which has ever been popular. I am deeply confused by this. Maybe I shouldn't say I'm confused. I'm just bummed out. Tim Sweeney posted days later that, some bullshit. I didn't even pull it up because it's not even worth it. But, there are some of the most incredible people that are going to be having their resumes out there today. And just want you to pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
There are some really senior people that were let go who have built Fortnite from the ground up, and they're gone. As a result
the guy who made Jonesy from Fortnite, they fired him.
Gone.
They fired the guy who made the white guy in Fortnite. That's so crazy.
Fortnite. Yeah, I know.
Like, that's so nuts. It feels like they just looked at who was making the most money and said, descending order. And
sort by salary.
And they were like, see ya to the first 1,000 people. But yeah, like from all ends of the business, obviously it's 1,000 people. You can't lay off 1,000 people and not touch every single part of the business. But yeah, no, it's embarrassing. And also, if there's no, I don't know. Obviously, wealth is horseshit and fake, but it is so clear that wealth is horseshit and fake because if like benefactorial wealth was real, then the day after someone would have been like, I have $1 billion and I'm going to hire all 1,000 people who Epic just laid off and we're going to make a video game and it's going to come out in 3 or 5 years.
It would be so easy.
It would be so easy to do that, right? And also you would probably have
2 weeks in a row. Running a
it's not that fucking hard to run a business. It's really easy. Yeah. Like it's just we are now creating like you could make so many video games that would make untold amounts of money just by cobbling together any combination of the number of people who have been laid off over the course of the last 2.5 years that would be money making for whoever put it together. But instead what you get is Tencent being like, well, you're going to make a brand new video game and you're going to call it
2 weeks.
What's it called?
I thought you were going to make one up.
Oh man. No. Don't give it to me.
Descenders
High
of
Guard.
Light. Oh.
High Guard. Okay.
Jesus Christ. Forgot the name of the fucking game. No, but it's like, that's where you've identified money is a good place to spend it. And then you don't even let them do the thing, you know?
Yeah. It seems that every art industry or business is pivoting to nothing.
Which is, what are you talking about? Even from like a perspective of like, okay, cool, we're pivoting to nothing so I can keep the money. For sure, but don't you want more?
I don't think I gotta be careful here. Returning to a workforce for real this past calendar year, I don't know.
I don't know. I agree. I don't know either.
I don't know.
Because to me, as a person with none money, I'm like, it seems like I would probably want to keep getting it. But they might literally have enough and are being like, well, we'll just turn it off for everyone because I've gotten my fill. So it's a real way people are, I think. which is really cool. Not good. They shouldn't. Crazy. Some might say they shouldn't control kind of like any part of our lives, but they do be controlling most of it. It feels like. And boy, okay, we had one good segue. Here's another. Yes.
Speaking of people who control our lives with billions and billions of dollars, who have no fucking room to control anything except for
the shit that they put in the toilet.
Yeah, wow, exactly.
I was going to say the same thing.
Wow, that's awesome. Good job, y'all. We're so good.
Our poop joke mind melt.
The Toyota mind meld.
We're obsessed with Sam Altman's butthole. Anyway.
I didn't say that.
I simply understand that the highest form of comedy is pee-pee poo-poo. Thank you.
Poo-poo. OpenAI, and maybe the best news of the week, is shutting down its Sora AI video app. The company said in a statement, this is so fucking funny, quote, "We're saying goodbye to Sora." Hold on a second.
That's after you play Kingdom Hearts for maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say. We're saying goodbye to Sora. To everyone who created with Sora, shared it, built community around it, thank you. What you made with Sora mattered. And we know this news is disappointing. We'll share more soon, including timelines for the app and API and details on preserving your work.
That was really good.
Thanks, everyone. They are shutting that down, and Disney is not going through with their $1 billion investment in the company, which was more or less a licensing agreement for its characters to use in Sora. Unclear about which of these things happened first.
It had to have been the Disney. Disney had to have come
feel like it
first.
had to.
It had to be, right?
They just put Newman in charge of Disney, and this feels like a week. He's been on the job for 2 weeks, and this feels like perfect second week of job. Is like now he's done all of the things he's been wheeled out at Disney World to do his thing about I love the parks, because he's a parks guy. He's like, I love the parks, and we're gonna get back to the shit that we do good, which is making stuff, is what he said. Who knows if that means anything. And then the second week, someone was like, all right, bud, here's all this stuff that Bob gave you before he left. And he was like, so $1 billion to a pedophile? Mm-hmm. Probably we're gonna keep that money.
we could make Moana live action 50 times.
We could pay 1,000 pedophiles with that money.
We could pay 1,000 pedophiles with that money. Yes, exactly.
Why waste it on just one?
Exactly.
Why just waste it on one? This was an interesting story. But now OpenAI finds themselves kind of divesting from some of their own tech a little bit. Like, this kind of reminds me of, like, Google was starting a bunch of shit and just stopping it after a few months. Except that Sam Altman is just like, infinitely stupider than anyone at Google, which is really saying something. But ironically enough, Google is now kind of in the position, the driver's seat, to do AI video-based bullshit now that Sora is not there.
For all the people that want it and are clamoring for it and are asking for it every day.
Love it.
And love seeing it and are happy when when they encounter it.
Disney did say this, which is like a really funny quote, which, again, I still think Disney pulled out before OpenAI made this decision, but they're trying to save face. Quote, as the nascent AI field advances rapidly, we respect OpenAI's decision to exit the video generation business and shift its priorities elsewhere. We appreciate the constructive collaboration between our teams, what we learned from it, and we will continue to engage with AI platforms to find new ways to meet fans where they are, while responsibly embracing new technologies that respect IP and the rights of creators. This means, like, we will engage with Goofy spreading his butthole on the internet because that's where we think our bread's buttered. But we won't be making that stuff. We're just going to be okay with it with other places.
We're just going to be okay with it.
We're just going to be okay with it. A lot of people were fast to be like, good for Disney. No, not good for Disney. This was like, they were already going to be doing this. But they're just changing their priorities about where they're going to be doing it. So, anyway. Terrible. But I'm glad it's dead.
Yay, dead.
Yay, it's dead, everyone. Hey, folks. Yeah, so...
Hey,
remember when Kenny Omega did all that cool mocap for Alex and Street Fighter?
I do.
And we were confused about why he was like doing mocap for making out with his cousin.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was a big news beat.
It was a big news beat. And like,
they had his shoot cousin took like there.
Yeah.
Anyway, if Alex is in Street Fighter 6 now, and if you beat his story mode before recently, you would learn that Alex married his second cousin and adopted sister, Patricia, in the ending. And so it's just kind of like a cool, like...
Just like a cool incest thing.
Like, incest ending to a Street Fighter story. So...
Well, critically, it's like... They grew up together. And then...
Yeah.
Like, they grew up together because they were adopted kids.
By their cousin, yeah.
By their cousin. And then... my understanding, because I learned about this story yesterday when I was folding clothes, and I was folding clothes and I was listening to Game Mess Decides, and they started talking about this, and then they tried to explain it to me, and I didn't understand it then, and I don't really understand it now. So I'm mostly just repeating the words Chef Grubb said to me, which is that a switch flipped in Alex's head, and he realized that actually he wanted to marry her. So then they got married and pregnant.
In a way, yeah. Well, so what happened was Alex's parents get got. And so then his older cousin, or like his cousin once removed, whatever, who gives a shit, Tom, I think, is like, well, you can come live with me and I'll raise you, along with my biological daughter, Patricia. And it's like, that's great. And then Alex goes world tour Street Fightering. And then he's like, I'd really like to rekindle my relationship with my cousin and kind of sister. And then they get married and he gets her pregnant.
Normal.
It doesn't help that Alex is like twice the size of this other person too.
Well, that's just how they write this shit.
I understand it, but it's just, it is like a lot of these
also have a child bride.
Oh my God. You can write whatever. You can write whatever. The words don't come when you make the video game. You have the luxury of creating the words and the storylines and the plots because they don't exist.
If
you can make it whatever
go
you
on
want.
For 8 entries and multiple spin-offs and somehow never have incest,
Street Fighter has no
excuse.
Street Fighter has no exist. But can we be honest for a second? Just look at Alex. He's down with fucking one of his cousins for sure.
Well, he's warped.
For sure. For sure. He's down.
But you could say that about anyone in Street Fighter.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
You would have to do the inverse. Who isn't fucking your cousins in Street Fighter? Not a lot.
Not a lot, probably.
This is from Automaton Media, and
the amount of passive voice in that fucking article is crazy.
Really,
it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I'm like, you can draw the line at incest. You don't have to be like, well, some fans, especially in America, were kind of upset by this idea.
Confused by it. It says, though the two adoptive siblings grew apart, the rescue seemed to kindle a desire to repair their relationship and turn it into something romantic.
Vile. Vile. What are you doing? Why are you holding water for this? Capcom's not going to fuck your cousin.
Well, I appreciate you finding the title for this week's episode so quickly. Capcom's not going to fuck your cousin.
That won't do anything to viewer base.
The algo? No, it'll be fine. This is a really, really funny story. They're going to revise certain text passages that might have been, quote, misleading.
Which is the funniest thing to say.
Which is very, very
none
funny.
Of I forget exactly the verbiage, but it's like, so all of this is canon and we're not actually changing anything, but we're changing a few text passages, and it's like, you can't unrelate them.
We can't unrelate them. While we have not changed the characters' backstories, after internal review by the development team, we plan to revise certain text passages that may have been misleading in the near future. This may have been misleading.
Perhaps.
From when?
But the thing that's so crazy is that, like, this had to have been, so many people saw this. Before it ended up in the very popular video game Street Fighter 6.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it clearly no one's opinion was valued enough to stop it. Even perhaps when they were in Google Docs and writing it down, no one said, "Are we sure about this one?" It got all the way to art being made, and no one said, "Are we sure about this one?" They had Kenny Omega say, "I'm gonna fuck my cousin," and nobody said, "Are we sure about this one?"
Are we sure about that? Yeah, it's fun because
it's fun.
It's fun. I just like, whenever you're feeling weird, folks, about something weird happened at work, like just a ball dropped, a ball got dropped. You're like, man, how did that ball get dropped? Just remember, Street Fighter 6 did fully publish a brand new DLC character that just completely does incest. So, and they're just like, yeah, he does it. He does it. Remember all that cool one-winged angel mocap?
Yeah, threw it away. Yeah. Doesn't matter anymore.
And it's so funny
the incest guy.
They take so long to put fighters out for this game. They take so long to put updates out for Street Fighter 6. Can you imagine waiting with bated breath for Alex to finally come to Street Fighter and play through this story? And it's like, by the way, really fell in love with Patricia. And you go,
hang on.
So they related or
Pregante?
The fact that this is how I know that professional wrestling media and criticism is well and truly dead. No one put a microphone in Kenny Omega's face this week to ask him that question.
I can't believe. I was literally just going to ask, like, at least, I'm sure people have been bothering him on X.
Oh my god, yeah, his mentions are probably rotten.
And it's, and again, clearly so not his fault.
No, but he should say something funny.
But he should say something. Yeah.
He should say something funny.
He should say something funny.
Someone should say, I would wager that on this coming week's episode of AEW Dynamite, which you can watch live on TBS and HBO Max, that MJF, when they do the contract signing, will say something.
So funny.
I think it would be crazy if he did, right? It seems so easy.
It's so niche though, but but it's
no,
possible.
But like all the fuckers who are watching Dynamite know about Street Fighter.
That's true.
You know,
that's true. Right.
It feels like a lob. You know,
it does feel like
feels
a lob.
Easy.
It does feel like a lob. Did you get a real cousin fucker vibe from Kitty when you saw him at the pay-per-view in person the other night?
I did not. No.
Or
when I saw him mostly naked.
Wait, what did you say?
The hair is tough for me.
Like Kenny's real
hair?
Yeah.
It's tough.
If there's anything cousin fucker about him, it's his hair.
Sure. That's true. That's so true, Lotus. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's absolutely true. Moving on, Nintendo has announced plans to have price changes on Switch 2 titles where digital versions will cost less than their physical counterparts. This is from May of 2026 forward. They'll depend on the retail partners who, quote, set their own prices for digital and physical games. This starts with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That'll retail for $60 at digital and $70.
Yoshi $70. It's so clear that that's why they're testing.
Oh yeah, because it's fucking Yoshi. Who gives a shit?
Yoshi's mainline games might technically be like mainline, real big character games, but they're kind of mid and for very little children, and they're fine and they're fun. Them ever being full price was strange. And so now they get to be not full price by being the new full price.
By new full price, yes.
Ugh.
This is like, it's expensive to make these carts in a way that like is very quickly becoming like stupid for everyone involved.
That they didn't do it with the Switch 2.
With the Switch 2.
I don't think that they thought it was going. I think they thought it was going to get better.
Well, I just mean it's a Nintendo business decision.
For sure. Right. No,
we
absolutely.
could not be in a crisis, and I thought that they would do it anyways.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. But then that would have required Nintendo to make a decision that you thought made sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh. When it comes to
they
money,
always zag. Exactly.
If the money goes up, I'm like, well, Nintendo's going to make that decision.
No, that's true. It just took them a while. But it is like, is
maybe
really expensive to make these cartridges in a way that like no one's happy.
Mm-hmm.
No, like literally nobody is happy. Nintendo is not happy about how much they kind of have to charge the people who are putting the games on the discs or on the carts to put the games on the carts. They're almost definitely seeing that like when you like they're which is why I think they were so amped to put game key cards out, right? Because I think they thought that was the middle ground of people being like, I want to have a physical thing, but you're going to fucking download the game off of the eShop anyway. So what difference does it make? Because they have the data that says most of you are just downloading the game off of the eShop anyway. So, yeah.
Do you think they made the boxes ugly on purpose?
Like, yeah, Lotus, maybe. I do. Like, yeah, Lotus, I kind of do.
I remember when I first saw them,
they're really ugly.
What?
They're horrible. Really ugly. Like,
really
I think there's a non-zero chance that they made the boxes ugly on purpose. Hey, why are there 4 people in the dock?
Oh, it's been like that.
Oh,
and Nikki, I'll tell you.
One person just left.
Doo-doo-doo. This often happens where multiple people either have it open on their phone or they have multiple browsers open and then just forget.
Oh, so
we got lots of anonymous animals in here.
Damn.
We do have a lot of anonymous animals in here. Yeah, the boxes are super ugly. They do look like something you'd find in a Kmart bin.
Very bad.
Like a trough that you just like dig into.
Game trough.
Game trough.
That's why the industry is dying, because we don't have game trough anymore.
Yeah.
Only movie
you
trough.
Used to. I'm serious. This is off of the back of the games aren't $20 anymore. But like you used to go to the game trough and be like, well, here it is, Odama for the Nintendo GameCube. I guess I'm playing this. And then you would go home and then they would be like, do you have the microphone for the GameCube? And you would say the what?
The what?
And then you would your mom would have to go back to the fucking GameStop with you to spend another $20 on a used microphone for the GameCube. And then you would have a horrible time because Odama's not very good.
Neither is the microphone.
No.
Me yelling into my Nintendo DS Lite to try to get those damn dogs to listen to me.
And then not really understanding why they weren't listening.
Nope.
Like, I was really confused. I was like, I'm saying these words perfectly.
Enunciating.
I don't think I'd be a very good dog owner based on this experience.
Yeah. You guys just don't have the patience.
Maybe I don't have the patience.
Maybe
for these real animals.
So yeah, I know everyone is clamoring for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, a game that might sell, I don't know, 15 to 20 copies.
No, that game is going to sell like 3 million copies easy.
No way.
Hold on. Yoshi.
No way. Those Yoshi games do not sell that well.
Yoshi's. What was the last one? Epic Yarn.
Yoshi's big.
Epic Yarn is Kirby.
Fuck.
Yoshi's.
There is a yarn.
Epic Yarn. It's
Wait, there
Woolly
was a
World
yarn.
Is one of
Woolly
them.
World.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Here's the thing. I can't get any of them straight because number one, they overlap with the Kirby kind of motif. And then they also made like 3 of them. So there's also either Yoshi's Crafted World or that is a Kirby.
That is one. Yoshi's Crafted World sold 3.3 million copies. Yoshi's Woolly World sold 2.1 million copies.
2 million is more where I was thinking.
Yeah. These games are they're gonna backslide into 3 million copies. They always do.
Hold on a second. It was 2.1 after being on the market for like 4 years.
Okay. Are they gonna take it off the market?
No. I'm just saying, like,
at this rate.
Okay, that's fair. That's right, that's fine. Yoshi's great.
It costs too much. It costs too much to put the gigs of Yoshi and the fancy book on the eShop. So we have decided that just like Super Mario 3D All Stars, it will only be available for sale until March 31st of next year.
Fine. Yoshi's popular. We get it.
They love that
Fox's
fucker.
Entire
and he's got
dick and balls in the movie coming up. We get it. We understand. Yeah. Who's Yoshi? Is that Donald Glover?
It's Donald Glover.
That's so wild. Anyway, cool.
And Glenn Powell is Fox.
Glenn Powell is Fox, which is like pretty predictable.
Is Michi.
Yeah.
Zendaya is Michi.
LeBron James. Quan Chi.
LeBron James.
What I know the answer. What do you think that kid's up to?
I got a basketball game tomorrow.
I hope he still gets to play basketball and has that much fun.
What was I gonna say?
What are you gonna ask about Nintendo? You're gonna ask something.
I know why they had to say that Fox was in the movie before the movie came out. But why would you do that?
So that they can make a Smash movie in 15 years.
No, for sure, but
doing what Nintendo.
No, I saw. I don't remember who said this. It might have been Imran. It might have been Jeff Grubb. I can't remember who said it, but someone was like, kids don't actually like to be shocked anymore. They like to like anticipate something and then freak out when it shows up.
Okay.
Well, the films have no substance to them, which is why factoids about them are what is interesting.
Yeah.
And you can't find out the Star Fox factoid unless it comes out. And also, again, because Nintendo's doing what Nintendo does sometimes, which is they're 30 years behind the curve. And so they just learned about that Disney man's phase 1, phase 2 structure. That he had Avengers planned out for like a decade. And in 2024, they said, maybe we should think about doing that with our massively popular IPs that we have.
Yeah.
But we don't think that people will care. So we'll just tell them to care in a meticulous Nintendo Direct where we say, and Star Fox will be there.
Star Fox will also be there.
Yeah. And there's no reason that he's there. He's just there.
He's just there.
Yeah.
There's nothing to point to.
Well,
don't worry about it.
Good for him. Good for Glenn Powell. I'm sure he was hurting for money.
He was hurting for money big time.
Just like Tim Sweeney.
Poor man. Yeah.
Just like Tim.
Just like PlayStation.
Just like PlayStation. Which, by the way, like they're going to get some more walking around money because they've hiked all of their hardware. Will they? Good question. They've hiked all their hardware prices by $100. The PS5 will now cost $650. The digital edition will now cost $600, and the PS5 Pro will cost $900. Just in case you were wanting a PlayStation Portal, that's now going to cost you $250. So everything is getting a price hike. It's crazy to me that the PS5 Pro would be nearly $1,000. Like, really crazy.
Yeah,
that's the most obvious fake gap of cost difference I've ever seen between the digital edition and the PS5 Pro. I'm just like, there's not $300 worth
in here
of anything.
Right. Because also, like, I forget who pointed this out, but like the value proposition for the PS4 Pro and also the difference made so much sense. This one's 4K or whatever, HD. This one isn't. Okay. It runs a little better. Got it. It won't sound like an airline is taking off when I boot up Final Fantasy 14 online on my PlayStation 4. The difference between the PS5 and the PS5 Pro, I literally don't know.
Pisser. One of them has Pisser. One of them's got Pisser, Lotus.
Who's that?
PlayStation Super sampling.
Yeah, Super sampling, Lotus.
Pisser.
Pisser.
So, aren't you excited about that?
I mean, I'd
love to piss.
So,
God, I do love to piss.
So John's gonna buy 3 right now.
I'm gonna buy 3, but right now I can definitely afford that too.
Just casually.
It's so crazy that this thing just became more valuable that's sitting on the floor.
Yes.
It just appreciated. I bought it 5 years ago and it just appreciated. And it's just estate. Worth $100 more. This is the closest I will get to home ownership.
Yep.
You should put some little fake houses on it.
Yeah, get some Monopoly houses and glue them on top.
Get some Monopoly houses on there. It'll run just as well as it does. Oh, because it's not the Pro. It doesn't have the pisser.
I'm poor. Yeah,
it doesn't go to 16K or whatever. It's crazy that we're like presumably about halfway through this thing's life cycle, and it's like, we sold enough of them.
We're gonna stop.
Still no games. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, speaking of games, Nintendo is apparently prepping a new Star Fox game, which is going to be classic in nature, a Zelda remake, and they're not making a 3D Mario. Nikki, do you want to take a victory lap right now?
I mean,
you want to drive that plane right into John's Towers? that a new 3D Mario was not going to come out this year.
I know, exactly.
Do you want to poison my moat? Do you want to fly a plane into my towers?
Directly in your fucking house. I'm stealing your dogs.
Okay, that's fine. God, save me so much money every month. Yeah.
But then they'll be returned within 24 hours when Bunko says,
absolutely not.
No, I don't want
way.
2 siblings.
Two boys? Absolutely the fuck
2
not.
boys?
No.
They're really annoying.
Yeah. This isn't, listen, I don't even feel like I can gloat here because it's so obvious that I was right when I was speaking the first time.
I don't think it's that obvious, but okay.
It was so obvious that I was on the right side of history when I was speaking the first time.
Sure.
That the idea that I would spend any additional time on this week's episode of the program kind of rubbing in John's face that a man that I've never heard of before in my whole life said something that is probably right, has said the thing I said. Why didn't VGC write an article when I said this?
I don't know. That's because
it's as connected.
They're giving all the credit to Nintendo Insider. Nat the Hate.
Nate.
There we go.
Nate the Hate.
No.
Nat.
No. It's NATTTHEHAET. So it's Nat the Hate.
No one's quite sure. But he seems just as important as me. So I don't know why VGC didn't write an article when I said this.
Yeah, Andy Robinson. Maybe I should say, yeah, Andy Robinson.
That's good. That he'll like that.
He'll like that.
Famously, they always love it.
Yeah, they love it.
They fucking love it.
Oi! Welcome to Video Game Chronicle. Read our beautiful blog posts.
That's good.
The thing, I'd love if one of these bits start and you just pulled out like a perfect, incomprehensible Northern English accent.
Yeah, you gotta go do some training, John.
All right.
I'll go full method and come back.
I'll do a real Mank accent next week. That's fine. I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. So, by the way, if you're curious about which Zelda it is, it's Ocarina.
Yeah, just the 5th one.
Just the 5th remake or the 5th Zelda?
the fifth remake.
Okay.
Wait, there's 2 different emulated versions. There's a 3DS version. So,
but those I don't think those are remakes.
No, they're not remakes.
Those.
They're not remakes.
I just count those as
changed so much, so drastically.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't play them because I don't think Ocarina is very good.
Yeah, I mean, the one
when did you first play Ocarina?
Me?
Both of you.
Whenever it came out on the Wii Virtual Console.
Yeah, that's when I also
maybe
played
2009 or 10.
Yeah. That's also where I played it, and I said not as good as Wind Waker.
It had already not aged well by that point.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah,
if it was the first one,
I didn't.
No, for sure.
I didn't think Super Mario 64 aged that badly until about a decade ago. But Ocarina aged badly like 20 years ago.
For sure.
Yeah, it doesn't help that everyone immediately went, "Oh, well, we do know how to do that. We've kind of been doing that in 2D. We can do it in 3D."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas Super Mario 64, everyone said, "Man, we'd be bad at this."
Yo, you can fucking jump backwards.
Jump. Damn.
That's crazy. You go in here sometimes and it's small and then other times it's big.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
That's crazy. Depending on how high you jump in the painting, there's more or less water. That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
And listen, I will say it started out as a joke. That was their first one. They started there. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's crazy.
They fucking started there.
That's why it didn't take so long to age, like John said.
Yeah.
I know.
There's still stuff where you're like, wow.
For sure.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm curious to know what that's going to look like. They haven't made a 3D Zelda that doesn't have this like wild open world component in a literal decade at this point. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what kind of changes they make to Ocarina of Time, which is super, super beloved. I don't want to I don't want to discredit how beloved this game is. I think remaking it is like not dangerous in any sort of like business sense, but just kind of dangerous in the sense of like, why are you looking that particular thing in the mouth? I don't know. It's interesting to me.
Money.
It's fascinating.
Money,
I get it.
I wonder if they'll just do what they did with the 3DS Ocarina, which is basically remake it, but like the lighting is worse and some stuff is kind of spaced differently.
Yeah. It's spaced differently, yeah.
Or there is a world where they just do it in the Breath of the Wild engine.
No way.
But wouldn't that be interesting?
There's something so unbelievably tight. There's something very unbelievably tight and structured about Ocarina that I don't know how you even put that into the unless it is unless it is the story is Ocarina of Time, but the mechanics are completely fucking open, which that is an interesting idea, but I really don't know what that looks like.
Mm. And they don't either, and that's why they're not going to do it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, like there
maybe they start planning now to do it for the 50 because this is for the 40.
Yeah,
this is for the 40. Like I mean, now that you say that, there is something.
I think there is something
fascinating about playing in the space with time travel and all of that stuff, and it's more open. There's something interesting there.
Zelda game at this point.
But
they love time travel.
Fucking do that.
Yeah.
They do love time travel.
Well, it's because it's fun.
I don't know. It is fun. Listen,
wow, Lotus hates
that's not
time
a bad
travel.
like that's not a bad game. I do feel like I will talk about Ocarina
thank
of Time.
you so much for standing on the fucking shoulders of
Oh. Was that you?
I did. I remember Nikki from I've never done that before, and I'll probably never do that again. But that was pretty funny.
John did crush the hell out of Nikki as punishment. We'll be in the news tomorrow.
I'm sorry, Nikki.
Local podcast VGB says Ocarina of Time not bad. And Super Mario 64 good. Really hot takes this week.
Can we go 1 week? Can we go 1 week without
bullying you? I thought this is why we were on.
Yeah, that's what the show is, no?
Listen, I feel like I do talk shit about this game, but it is really, 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 really good. It just is not my favorite of these.
Well, it's like talking shit about,
but it's so beloved.
I don't know. Like it's like talking shit about Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, well, everybody seems to like it. It sold 1 trillion copies, so who gives a fuck if I say it's dumb or whatever?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, it is boring. Anyway.
Well, the grass looks good.
The boss fight where Ganon is on his horse and he flies through. You have to find which painting he's about to fly through. Did scare the shit out of me when I was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
When I was 12
years old. It's a spooky game.
It was spooky game.
Zelda always has a nice little spooky moment.
It's got those spookums to it, which is interesting. We will end our news segment by probably our most late breaking news. Ivy Road, which is the WanderStop dev, is shuttering at the end of March of this year. They have not been able to secure funding for their next title, so they are laying off their entire staff and closing the studio. They say there is some sort of surprise brewing, which Annapurna is basically taking the lead on, it sounds like, in terms of like
you love to hear that.
What you love to hear that. The game is still available. You can purchase it on all of the platforms it's currently on, but WanderStop's dev is closing. That involves Davey Wreden, who you might know from making the Stanley Parable and stuff like that, in case you didn't know. So that's interesting. Tough out there for game devs right now.
Yeah. An unfortunately
shocking.
Very obvious bummer.
Yes.
Because they had mentioned, I want to say maybe has this been a month? Let me see.
Nope. No, I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah. Approximately 3 months ago, a lot of the employees of Ivy Road were talking about the other concept that they had that hadn't been picked up yet. And it's like, so the studio's done. And then they had, I think the layoffs were about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. And it was like, okay. So,
Okay. So that's never materialized. Bummer. It's another interesting studio that made something that was well liked, but ultimately not, I guess, popular enough to secure financing for their next thing, which sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp. Lotus, you finished Funny Raccoon Game.
I did finish Funny Raccoon Game. I had a very good time. I think when I talked about it, I was about an hour in, and now I've done all the endings, which thankfully its point of no return is very generous, so it's not a big deal. And then collected all the things. One thing that was added that I didn't really get to mention, I briefly mentioned that I went to Norwich in the game. There's a fair bit of random Irish humor sprinkled throughout, and you'll kind of forget about it. And then you talk to a Moai head, and he's like, "Oh, it makes me fucking chickens," and I'm like, "What the fuck just happened?" That's right. That is right. It gets some open world car elements in the latter half that I had mixed feelings, but it is hilarious because you can put the handbrake on at any time, and the car will just stop.
Yeah.
No matter how fast you're going. The car.
That's awesome.
Doesn't matter if you're on an incline.
Good.
Awesome.
Completely vertical. It'll stop.
Good.
It'll stop.
Just like a real car.
It feels just like a real car. You press left control.
Hey, Lotus, you would know.
I know what a real car feels like now. It's great. I feel great.
Yeah.
I haven't tried to go vertically up the side of a building and then put the handbrake on, but
you should. There are plenty of places around your area where you can do that.
See me 40 floors up the Frostbank building.
Halfway up a tree at Memorial Park. You're just like, well,
I didn't realize they renamed your ballpark. I was watching MLB Big Ticket, which is Red Zone, but for baseball.
We've been joking about it months.
And now it's called like Dilettante Zone.
No, what's even better. Earlier you were talking about
Dilettante Zone. Welcome to the Dilettante Zone.
The Delicatessen Park. No, earlier you were talking about Dyke Day. It's called Daikin Park, which is so funny.
Hell yeah, dude!
Because it is named after a Japanese air conditioning brand, which, to be fair, is a good sponsor for a Houston area ballpark.
That's really good.
Daikin, but it's funny just like, let's go Daikin.
Hell yeah. But I was very confused when the men were talking. So that's kind of is Minute Maid over? I was trying to think about brands that still exist.
Minute Maid's over.
Minute Maid is over.
They stopped their frozen juices.
Crazy.
Did they?
Now it's over. Yes, they're stopping those this year.
Minute Maid is
frozen
over.
Concentrates are done.
I think Swanson, that's stock and soup brand. I think that brand is done.
Yeah.
Lipton. I think Lipton is dead. Is Lipton still alive?
I think
internationally
Lipton in the South and internationally, I think Lipton is still alive.
Okay. If you have
There's a lot of Lipton at a Walmart in Texas.
If you have any brands at home that you think are zombie,
send an email to zombiebrands@vgbs.com.
Mm-hmm.
Zombiebrands@vgbs.com. That's a real. It's a real
that got its own episode.
Those are good zombie brands though. Except for Lipton, I still think that's pretty strong. But yeah, I'll be thinking about it. Nikki, you and I played Tomodachi Life, living the dream.
Yeah, can you talk about it first?
Yeah, I can.
Nikki had an experience this week in the Discord.
I can talk about the process of this game, which I did not actually play a lot of the 3DS game Tomodachi Life. I just lived through the clips of people making up incredibly goofy and profane songs. And now his name is escaping me, the character that would say incredibly crazy things. There's a YouTube compilation that I'm losing my
Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh.
No,
that's right.
No,
that is it.
You said that like you were a guest on the ESPN desk.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, that's right. That's right. I'm Dan Orlovsky.
I'm Anne Orlando, and that's right.
I didn't play it. I didn't play that game, and so I just kind of lived through clips and really loved that vibe. I want to first point out how incredibly surreal it feels
Mm-hmm.
for Nintendo to release the Switch 2 version of Animal Crossing, Pokemon Pokopia, and Tomodachi Life Living the Dream
back to
within
back
8 weeks of each other.
It's so crazy.
The Wii is back.
It's really, really odd. I do feel like for me there is room for all of these games to kind of exist, but it is still very strange. This game is not out yet. The demo is out. Yeah. You can go get it.
I thought this game came out twice.
No. And so they're doing
right.
Yeah, they're doing the thing where they have basically done one real direct and then they repackage the first direct that they did 2 more times after that. So it feels like there's new information and new content, but there just isn't.
Just like Marathon.
Just like Marathon. Oh, I should have put that on here too, because I did play some.
You play more
of that Marathon this week. Perfect. I also have been thinking about this, John. This feels the most. Well, we'll just see which one they like.
Yeah. Yes.
They've been in a while, in a way that's like very clearly. In the things that people like about Pokopia and Tomodachi Life are going to obviously influence the next Animal Crossing, which makes me super duper feel like that's game's not coming for
a long
while.
Way. Yeah,
because I think it would be goofy for them to have put these 3 games out back to back to back.
Yes,
and then have Animal Crossing not feel like these other 2 games, which I will say have gotten much more conversation and play about them. One of them is not even out yet, but Pokopia absolutely has gotten much more conversation around it than Animal Crossing did.
Weeks after its release.
Yes, and it still does, right? Like they could never and they probably won't release DLC for Pokopia, and I think it will still be one of the most talked about video games this year.
Yes.
But it is really interesting that they were like, yeah, we'll just do them back to back to back just to see which one, what parts of this do you like? Because I did not play Tomodachi Life. I just consumed it via Vine or Twitter videos or whatever, like whatever period of time that was. Because I didn't get it at the time. Like I just didn't understand where the fun was in a game like that. But now I'm older and more washed and I understand. And it's in being able to call your island Jacob and Romney Island. Like the lawyer.
Old Unc. Now you understand playing with your dolls.
That's exactly right.
As all Uncs do.
Yes, I had to get older and wiser to understand the appeal of making a computer be able to say any words that you want them to.
It's really
any
words. Hey folks.
Any words.
Hey folks. Any words. And I think Nintendo, and I would wager that this will not be the case when the video game comes out. Yeah.
But I think Nintendo thought it was sufficient that you cannot export screenshots or video from this video game using the native capture.
Yeah.
But that has
they can say,
that's enough.
It's not official.
Yeah.
So.
It's not official. And I think they thought that was sufficient, and that has stopped.
If you want to take a video of hardcore pornography on your phone and share it, that's none of our business. Like we feel like we have the same philosophy with Tomodachi Life, living the dream,
and it feels like I'm so curious. I don't have very few questions about the industry for the course of the next however many months, and there's 2. It's like, does GTA 6 actually not sell that well because nobody can play it because nobody can afford the box on which to play it?
I think it's a fair question.
Yeah, you can't. It's not a system seller if nobody buys the system.
Remember when we were like, it's definitely going to be $100?
Yeah, no, right? Now they have to take a loss on it, right? It has to be
a maximum of 70.
Yeah, like it cannot be more. What if they 2K their own game? What if GTA?
It's $20.
What if it's $20?
It's $20.
It's $40.
$20, everyone.
$20.
No, literally. What if it's $40? They won't. They wouldn't. But what if it was? Anyway, So that's one question I have. Then the other question I have is, does Nintendo over the course of the next 3 weeks institute a cuss filter into the video game?
I think so. Yes.
Right? It feels like they have to.
It is unbelievable how untethered this game feels.
It feels like it came out and they didn't know.
Like
which is such a weird consistent Nintendo thing.
Yes.
Then I'm like, how do they not know? How
do they not know?
How do they not think of this?
I found out that the demo was out because the first thing I saw when I opened Blue Sky was a person who had used their capture card to record two me's being like, have you heard of sucking dick? And then the other one was like, I love sucking dick. And I was like, so did y'all not even... What? This is the first... I didn't even know the demo was out. And this is how I found out. And then I obviously immediately went to download the demo. But like, it's very funny to me.
Yeah. So Harold is the name of the character from the original Tomodachi Life that I watched a lot of. And like, he did circumvent a lot of the rules and would say things like, I'm sucking my own dick and dying. That guy. And it does feel like this demo, because I do agree with Nikki that in the couple weeks before this game actually comes out, I think they changed this.
I hope they don't.
I hope they don't. But I do feel like the demo is kind of like, hey, remember that?
Yeah.
This is that game.
It's a weird question I have to have in the back of my mind where there's no way that they didn't know, especially because they've already made one of these. I think
they had to know.
So they have to know. So do they know that it's the fun part? And they're trying to pretend it's not there? Like, we don't know.
And I wouldn't... Here's what I'll say. That's really compelling, Lotus. Because you don't make another one of these if this isn't what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely is what you want. Which, like, to me, I agree with you, Nikki, that in some ways this feels like it is catered to essentially figure out what they want to integrate into the next Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
But I'm almost like, okay, we have a Goldilocks and the Three Bears situation here.
Sure.
Where we have the baby bear, which I think is Pokopia, which is
sure.
It is bright, it is beautiful, it is crafty, it is like Minecraft, it is also like very like it's very cute, it's very twee, it's very wonderful. Animal Crossing has got some friction that I think, this is a weird way to frame it a little bit, but it's got some friction in it that feels more adult in a way that like kids aren't going to put up with a lot of the frustration that I think a modern Animal Crossing actually throws at you.
Yeah.
And then I feel like Tomodachi Life is kind of like, this is kind of the adult version.
This is the adult one. Huh?
Yeah. That's The Sims.
That's The Sims. Yeah. It's as close as we're going to get to it.
The execution of this game, which I was not aware of, is actually more like The Sims than anything else.
Yeah.
Where you are creating guys on the island and you're letting them rip and they interact with each other. You can create scenarios for them, but you're giving them personalities and giving them gifts of additional personality quirks and things like that. And kind of just like letting them bounce off of each other on this island and kind of taking snapshots of those moments, which is actually really cool, but it does feel different. I think in terms of the way things are scheduled and not like tied to a specific clock, the way you save, like it's a actual single player experience on this island. It all says to me, like, we know you're an adult that has adult things to do. And there's something very like, you have nothing to fucking do when you've got to log into your fucking Animal Crossing account every single day.
Yeah.
Like that is a way to treat someone that like doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
And it's like Tomodachi Life is kind of like, no, this is the weird thing you're going to laugh about. You're going to make yourself laugh playing this game. And even in the demo, it's like it's working for me.
Yeah,
like, it's
for sure.
Pretty funny.
Who did you make?
Made myself.
Yeah.
And I did this. So it asks you to like make your first me.
Yes.
And it is just making a me.
Yeah.
Which, like, if you got really into that when the Wii came out, boy, you're gonna lose some fucking time.
Yeah,
on this
it is.
thing,
it's making a me, but they have done. There's more.
There's more.
Like there's so many more layers of, but not layers of customization. It's actually basically the same number of layers. Like even the iconography, which I actually think is
the iconography
kind of
is great.
Incredible, but it's also
Genius.
Like it's the same. Like it's all of the same stuff from the Wii. Like the same stuff. The icon that you press to move a thing closer or wider apart is the same as it was in Mi Channel.
Yes.
And I think that there are very few. This is like the Nintendo is Disney, Disney is Nintendo conversation, but it is like there are the only companies on the planet that have an understanding of the old shit that they made.
Yep.
Are those two. And and everyone else seems to kind of be running away from the fact that they've been around for longer than dirt. Okay, so you made yourself.
I made myself, and then I there's a moment where you make your first me, and the me starts talking to the player, breaking the fourth wall, and is basically like, hey, what do I call you?
Yeah.
And so then I go, oh, that's fun. And I'm like, okay, that is me, but I'm also me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make me call me Big Dog. So I said, so it like gives you like a list of presets to say like your leader or your president or whatever, or you could just go up and say, name yourself. And I just wrote Big Dog, 2 G's on dog, of course.
Of course.
And my guy named Floppy just goes, hey, Big Dog, how's it going? And like, I'm really like, good. This rules. This is great. And then I made a couple other random people. And
who did you make, John?
Have you done Cacio e Pepe?
What?
Have you done Cacio e Pepe?
No,
Your kids?
I can't. Can you make dogs in this thing?
Just make G-Jinkles of your dogs.
Yeah, what? Just use your freaking imagination, brother.
I of course made my spouse, and which that's the first thing you do.
That's not what I
started. What did you do?
I made Klay Thompson.
Did you make Megan Thee Stallion?
Well, I thought about it, and then I was like, well, what if his first friend was a vegetable? So then the third person I made is named Veggie, and their head is purple, and they have green hair coming out of their head. And they're very close friends with Klay Thompson now.
Okay.
And the first conversation that I had with Klay Thompson was about thick thighs.
Okay.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
Because he's an expert.
Mm-hmm.
He's an expert. Hey, folks, he is an expert.
I have stuff to learn from him.
I know.
They call me Divine One because I thought that was funny. That was one of the preset options.
Yeah.
And I was
thick
like, that's
thighs
good.
are the best, Divine One.
How do you feel about thick thighs, Divine One?
Pretty good. Pretty good, Klay Thompson. Pretty good.
Pretty good, Klay. Pretty good, Klay. Thank you, Splash Brother. Splash Brother Klay. Yeah, this is interesting. If you play this demo enough, the other Miis you make will just retreat to their houses and not come out, signaling that that's basically the end of your significant time with the demo, which is very funny to me. This game comes out in a few weeks. I think it's April 15th, 16th, something like that.
Yeah, it's real soon. No one's quite sure. And there's no way to check.
Tomodachi Life.
I really don't understand what it is. And I think it's perhaps just stupidity. And I'm just sharing this with the class because I understand that this is a safe space and it's my podcast. But
yes,
I think that if I don't pre-order a Nintendo game, I won't play it. So I have to pre-order them. Does that make sense?
No, it does. Like, I don't understand it, but it's the same thing for me. Like, I don't get
like
that. It's so weird.
The idea, it is so like I've had the idea. It's incorrect. But in my brain, I'm like, okay, well, if I'm gonna make the decision to buy the Nintendo game, I'm not gonna do it the fucking day of.
Nope.
Like, I already know I'm gonna buy it.
I know.
So I'll just buy it now so that by the time I remember, inevitably, that the game is about to come out. And I've done this 2 times. I did it with Pokopia and I did it with Pokemon, where I forgot that I had already purchased it. So then I go to the thing and then I'm like, oh shit, I can just play it now.
I can just play. Mm-hmm.
And that's good. Yep. Sometimes you got to trick yourself.
That is important.
Yeah. You guys passed me, bought me a gift, and it was $70 fewer.
Yes. Yeah.
A gift to your future self.
A gift to your future self. That's it.
But otherwise,
like that guy from that show says, little treat every day.
Which show?
Twin Peaks.
Ah, yeah. I remember that part. Mm-hmm. The Hat Man comes out and he's like, Laura Dern, you gotta have your little treats every day. And then Laura Dern's like, the dinosaurs. And then it's like a hard cut to smoking a cigarette.
Hard cut.
Yeah.
And then the kid gets electrocuted on the fence.
Yeah, like 15 times.
Mm-hmm.
And the dinosaurs in Twin Peaks looked great. Rest in peace. He was such a visionary for CGI.
I guarantee I've told this story before, but maybe not on this podcast. But shouts to Matt Charney, one of my best friends, who signed me up for the kid who got electrocuted in Jurassic Park's fan club in 2003.
Awesome. That's a really good gag. We don't have gags like that anymore. We got to bring back fan clubs for that fucking gag.
Mm-hmm.
That rocks.
Yep. That was really good.
Oh wait.
What?
What? No, I'm adding something.
Okay.
You're adding something.
Okay. So I played Marathon, more of it.
No.
That's what it says, Sean.
What did you play? No. What did you play?
Marriage.
Okay. So you played.
You know what I mean. I played more Marathon.
Some more Marathon, which by the way, really fascinating life that game is living. It is, and it sold 1 million copies, whatever. That doesn't really matter. Fine.
Almost as much as a Yoshi game.
This game seems to be obscenely popular amongst our exact peers in the industry of just like people who play games for a living. Very popular with us. I don't know how popular it is outside of that.
I think it is like
with normies. I can tell you that when I mention this game, they go, "Oh, I'm just going to keep playing Arc Raiders." That's what people say, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, interesting."
That tracks. I think I'm trying to figure out what Marathon's problem is. I don't think it. To be so clear, I don't think it has a problem. Because I think, like, if in a just world, no, like, listen.
No, I get it. It's just funny.
I'm trying to figure out what its problem is. And to be clear,
it doesn't.
I want to just go ahead and stipulate that there is no problem with this game.
I don't think this game has a problem. In a just world, this is This is more than sufficient because I do not. Again, on the same tilt, we don't make games this small anymore. We don't make AAA games this small anymore. And this is a AAA game that is small. It is doing a lot. Like, it has a lot of things to say and is playing in a space that is well trodden, but is doing interesting things that I think only Bungie can do. Mm-hmm. But I am kind of like, how do you tell a person that this game is like 1,000,000 times more interesting than Arc Raiders?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I do.
Because it doesn't. It has almost all of the same verbs.
Does it really do anything different?
No. But it is leagues and like leaps and bounds better than Arc Raiders.
And it is made by people who are better at this than Arc Raiders.
Yes. And I also think that there is more narrative in Marathon that does not exist in Arc Raiders. And I just think that, like, I don't know how you sell that. Literally, the thing I had, I was like, a Super Bowl commercial would fix this video game.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone who wants to play either of these games wants story.
I think that people who are playing Marathon want story. I think that people who are playing Arc Raiders...
Maybe.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying.
But,
Lotus, like, I agree. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like you say, Nikki, like they don't make AAA games that are this small anymore. For me, the value proposition of AAA game, but it's small, but it's still an endless game is negative. That is now chores. Unfortunately for me. because I can learn that there's 1,000 kcals in the future Coke, like in Idiocracy and also Detroit Become Human.
Yeah,
I have to play the game to look at that.
Yeah, to learn that. That's fair. That's fair.
Like
that's fair.
That's really fair.
But I'm also like, oh, it's just lore. Who gives a shit?
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think I'm like, if I'm Sony, I'm doing an NBA Finals commercial that is like, that is kind of like, look at the weird shit in the video game, and it's like kind of inexplicable what the commercial is for.
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
Unless
it just needs to be like a Battlefield trailer where it has like weird dubstep rap on it.
Yeah.
And a guy shooting a cool gun.
Yeah.
And
but I don't know. I don't think that this is going to be long-term enough for Sony to not be like, well, we gave you your one.
It is niche in a good way for a game.
Yeah.
But not for maybe what Sony wants or Bungie needs.
Why do I listen? We have established very, very quickly that my instincts are wrong lately because there is no 3D Mario coming.
No.
And there is no Queen of England.
My instincts can be very wrong. I weirdly think this game is. I think it's safe.
You think it's safe?
I don't know why.
You think? I think it should be
it's safe,
but I have such little faith. I mean, I think some time ago, some time ago, while talking about Marathon, we said, well, they don't have anything left, so they actually kind of can't do anything to Bungie.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing that gives me an amount of confidence is, well, there's nothing left.
Sure.
And
I think that contributes legitimately. I do think it contributes that it's like they're at the end of the rope, so they're like, well, we can't get rid of the end of the rope.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing else to cancel.
Let's just let it go. I think it has performed better than I think I expected it to. Like, listen, I know there was narrative about like, why do we pay attention to this shit like this? Like, I get it because it seems to not matter. Like, I think that is like genuinely the lesson we've gotten over the past 6 months is it doesn't matter how much something sells. It feels like it doesn't matter at all. We just talked about Battlefield last week, but I think the fact that this sold over 1 million copies in its first couple of weeks, I was kind of like, oh, I actually didn't think it would do that. I thought it would be like a 700 to 800 and be like under that mark, which like doesn't matter in any sort of qualitative sense, but it does matter in terms of where I look at the outlook of something. And I'm like, because it's over that 1 million mark, I'm like, this might have a year of juice to see what it does.
Yeah, I'm shocked at how few copies it sold on the PlayStation.
So I think it was 20% of its copies were sold on PlayStation.
Yes, it's like this is a Steam game. Which I know that's where I'm playing it. Yeah, for sure.
I am literally playing it there genuinely because my PlayStation's broken.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get it on Steam and it runs well.
But the good thing about it is that like, well, Sony's going to keep making games for PC. So it seems like their audience is kind of perhaps moving towards the personal computer. So they have an opportunity now. Yeah. It seems like this is one of their first major releases of the year for Sony Computer Entertainment and for PlayStation Studios as a whole. So I'm excited to see the rest of the lineup start making its way over to PC.
to the PC. Yeah, totally. Yeah. If you want to listen to the episode a few weeks ago, you can just whenever you want.
Fucking stupid.
Whenever you want.
Idiots.
Whenever you want. It's there for you. Nick, you also have something called BLÄKPIIK EP. I'm just kidding. BLÄKPIIK has a new EP out, I suppose.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
Cool.
3 weeks ago. Cool. It's good.
What's
I think. Lotus, is it good?
It's a BLÄKPIINK EP. No. So if you like
that's a hard no. So folks, I just need folks at home. What you heard her say was some words, but you need to understand what she said to me was no, Nikki, you fucking idiot. This is trash. No,
not that far. Not that far.
No, Nikki, you dummy. This is trash. And I said,
I can't get anything right.
I can't get anything right.
I think it's good because it's like candy that you get when you're 6. And sometimes when you're 6 and your mom's like, you can go to the candy store and you say sick. And then you get like a fuck ton of gummy sharks, even though you don't really like gummy sharks. You just think they look cool.
Yes. Disappointment.
And that's what this is.
Till this day.
Huh?
disappointment every time with gummy sharks till this day.
I'm gonna get some gummy sharks now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I should.
The thing is, the appeal of Blackpink has always been a slight enigma to me. For a little bit of K-pop history, Blackpink is like, especially at the time, like the biggest girl group ever, especially internationally. And they're from a bullshit ass company called YG Entertainment, who has a producer named Teddy who only knows how to do one thing and makes all the music for all of their groups. And Blackpink made the really interesting choice to put out 2 songs for their debut and then not put out any songs ever again. I think it took Blackpink 5 years to have like 10 songs. I might be slightly exaggerating, but not by a lot. And then there's also the fact that 2.5 of them are not very talented.
Yes.
And so it all depends on the production, and they kind of do the same thing all the time.
All of the songs on the EP are the same. They all sound the same. They all sound like they could be
this is how K-pop
20-minute track.
But I think Blackpink might be the most stereotypical, where they'll have an EP of 4 songs that sound the same and then the ballad, because that's mandatory.
This one's called Fuck Boy.
Okay, great.
And
I love that. Except they can't say fuckboy. It's FXXX boy.
That's correct. Yes.
Usually they have the issue that a lot of like K-pop rappers have, whereas their bars are the corniest fucking shit you've ever heard in your world,
in the whole world,
in the universe. Why are you talking about having a Draco? You're from Busan. You've never seen a gun, and also you can't drive. like just to be so clear, you can't talk about fucking whipping on these hoes. You don't have a license.
You don't know what a car
wheel
is.
Of a car. So I like Go. Yeah. Okay, Go and Jump are the same song. Yeah. Jump has an AI generated music video, track. So I hate it on principle. But
wait, what?
That's what they do. Jump has an AI generated music video. Heavy amounts of Gen AI rather.
Oh, that's a bummer.
It happens often.
And
with YG, with Blackpink, it's going to keep happening.
It's going to keep happening.
Well,
the talented ones sound okay on Go.
They helped Bruno Mars escape poverty, so one of them did.
Thank you so much for your service.
Thanks, Rose.
It's Rose.
Thank you so much for your service, Rose.
Thanks, Rose.
It is Rose. Yes,
it's Rose. Yeah.
Thanks, Amy Rose.
Thanks, La Roche Posay.
Folks, if you go to VGBs.com/join, you can join the Hive. And if you join the Hive, you can go to Discord. Well, there is no fun URL anymore. I stopped paying for that shit. But just go to our Discord. You'll find it.
Yeah, you're an adult.
Just follow your heart. If you join our Discord and join the Hive, you can ask us Hive questions. We ask Hive questions. We answer Hive questions every single week. Bone Chug Actual asks first, what's a feature, mechanic, or design decision in a game that you wish would be, but you have not seen in anything else?
I think someone in the Discord already said this. I think MHC said it, but it is mandatory to mention that the Nemesis system is patented and it will never be seen again.
That was my answer.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, it's a good answer. You can expound on it, but like the connective tissue that I need to get to that people don't talk about enough, I think, is that there's a mechanic in Death Stranding where like the whole thing is you're delivering packages and you have this little world and you're kind of semi-instanced to other people's worlds. So where you've gone and the stuff that you've done is tracked to their worlds and they kind of cross over but kind of don't. And so what's really neat is that if you or enough other people walk or drive the same path enough times, a sort of natural like desire path road will be made. And Kojima copyrighted that, patented that, and no one else can use it.
No one else can use it.
I think there should be a game where you use cubes to build buildings.
Fragile. Sorry, go ahead, Nikki.
Thank you for quoting my close personal friend, Leia Sadie, who's born on exactly the same day that I was.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Twins.
July 1st, 1985. Twins. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
My close personal friend, Leia Sadie.
My close personal friend, Fragile.
My close personal friend, Fragile. Thank you. What were you going to say?
I think it would be cool if there was a video game where you could build stuff with the cubes.
Cubes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's none of those.
None of those. I think not enough games have a giant voxel cube that you have to mine to the center of to get a prize that never actually materializes. You know,
we should bring that stuff back.
We should bring.
I'm trying to think of a real answer.
I think the Nemesis system is mine, but it's like it like when you break the Nemesis system down to its components, it's really just about emergent relationships between adversaries.
Yeah,
I'm just like who like that's all it is. And I know it's been patented and it won't show up somewhere else, but like that's really all it is like the game built a guy, and fine. The guy is an odious little shit that had its elements randomized, and you're like, well, that's an interesting odious little shit. What happens if he shows up again after I kind of like wreck his whole shop?
Yeah.
And it is not that complicated, but it is a system I do think worked well. And that's why it was patented and gate kept from everything else until the sun burns out.
Now Barry Weiss is going to put it in the news.
Barry Weiss's Nemesis system.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah. It's Barry Weiss's Nemesis system.
Someone asked us about games that are named after people. What about mechanics like Barry Weiss's Nemesis system?
That's true. That's totally true.
What's that fucker? Who's the guy that hosts Whiskey Hour?
It's not David Mirror. That's ABC's
Tony Kopp
guy.
Tony
Koppel.
CBS.
Evening News
guy.
Post.
Tony Koppel.
Tony DeCoupel.
It's so sick. I'm like so thoroughly unplugged from the news because at this point,
rules.
It rocks. Actually, folks, I think more of us should do that because you're learning that shit's bad? Cool.
Yeah.
Whiskey Friday with Tony DeCoupel. And that's my one political tweet for the year.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Tony DeCoupel received a second circumcision as an adult to complete his conversion to Judaism. What is a second circumcision? Okay, Nikki left the stream. Legitimately, what is the second?
What are they cutting off?
Second circumcision?
Can you read the next question, Lotus? Mr. President is so crazy.
There's been a second circumcision.
Okay. I guess it's basically removing redundant excess or redundant
But
skin.
That feels like he had to have crafted extra foreskin. Like he gelt foreskin so he could get.
Maybe he prestiged.
Oh, like they fuck.
Did, like they did mine so good the first time. It didn't need a revision.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. But also, you just have a shitty doctor the first time, bro.
I know. Like, what is that?
But also, that seems like no one's making him do that.
No one's making him do it.
No, it's not like Scientology or Jehovah's Witnesses where it's like, these are the rules.
Yeah, no, like you can convert and they're not going to be like, just cut more of the skin of your dick off.
Just, hey, just go ahead and drop your pants. Let me see.
if you could, let me get my calipers. I don't think that they do that. I'm not an expert. I don't think that they do that.
I don't think that they do, but maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But,
maybe at his temple they do.
Hey, I'll tell you what, second circumcision, first set of those words I'd seen together. So that's neat. Good for him. Jason asking, are you going to purchase a Nintendo talking flower? Not with your money, not with your house, with your time.
That's the VGB's promise. If you give us money at VGBs.com, we will not spend your money on Nintendo talking flowers.
No, definitely not. Nope. Sorry.
Thank you, though. Thanks for asking. You know what? Thanks for asking.
Thanks for asking. Chris asking, why is Slay the Spire 2 popping off when other indie darling sequels haven't, like Rogue Legacy 2 and Spelunky 2?
Oh, this is easy.
I love this question because Chris, like, it's a good, like, I think it's a good question and it's a right question to ask. Mm-hmm. And I think Nikki's right. That's got a very really easy, simple answer.
Slay the Spire 2 is a good video game.
Oh, okay, that's where you were going.
And the others are not. I agree with you completely.
And also the other obvious answer, I think, is I think people who are very deep in this hobby often underestimate or straight up don't know how popular certain games are with people who are not deep in the hobby. If you want to go ask someone who has a Steam account what Slay the Spire is, they've at least heard of it. Go to someone, hey, what's Spelunky?
No,
I think it's like a mining game. I think it's like a roguelike game. I think it's like an adventure game.
I think
Rogue Legacy. I'm so sorry. No one has ever fucking heard about Rogue Legacy except for perverts.
I think Spelunky is a game I heard kind of talked about at some NYU symposium one time that like someone waxed nostalgic about and talked about how academically perfect it was, but it's actually a fucking bummer to play.
I pushed you onto the third rail of the G.
I mean, like, fucking annoying. That game has gotten so much fucking ink for being a fucking drag. Every moment of it is something I'd love to just take back. I want to reclaim my time from every nanosecond Spelunky has thefted from me. Derek, you should have got lost in that cave, if you ask me. Okay?
He traveled through time and ended up Pokemon.
What a crazy thing to say. That's so funny.
Should have been about Derek Yu, if you ask me. I'm just kidding. You're very smart and very good. I just don't think your video game is very fun. Anyway, Matt, go ahead, Nikki. What are you going to say?
No, I just think it's just a more. I just think it's a more interesting game for more people. Yeah, it's an easier game to grok for more people. Yeah. Like, I think that's it. I just think that's it.
I think Rogue Legacy's popularity was also kind of overstated.
I had not heard of that game until the second week.
I still don't know what it is.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so that's a good right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
a roguelike, but with eugenics. Well, yeah,
it is.
Legacy,
you're passing,
you don't.
You're passing
not
your
as crazy
dead
about
player character's traits down.
I stopped listening because it sounded boring. I had to log in because work make me look at x.com, and the first thing I saw when I logged into x.com for the day yesterday was that Mugenics guy got a letter from PETA, and he was like soy facing, holding the letter from PETA. Really excitedly, and then I literally closed the computer and I got up because I was so upset. But now, I saw it, so now you all have to know about it. So
it's been an ongoing thing. They're kind of having the most middling spat at the retirement home.
Yeah, like what's the equivalent of peanut butter and chocolate for like two flavors that like is it like fish oil and nails? Like what is it? Because I fucking hate knowing. I mean, I love knowing stuff like that is happening in one way, but I also hate knowing stuff like that is happening.
They like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a joke because there's a character in the game that is like crazy cat lady who's a freak. Crazy cat lady who's a freak is named after two of the founder CEOs of something of PETA. So it's of course PETA doing the thing that they always do, where PETA is a professional rage bait organization and has been for the better part of 15 years. So they're pretending to not get the joke so that Edmund McMillan can give them more press, which he will happily do because he is the definition of an attention whore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Bringing it up.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
You hit the rock, paper, scissors perfectly, where you tried to cyberbully John so that I had to cyberbully you. And you got it at some point.
It's fucking whatever.
My Hero Zero also asked, hey, follow-up, did Hades 2 pop off? Can early access games pop off?
Yeah, no. Hades 2 did pop off. Hades 2 is just not as good as Hades 1. But people will talk about Hades 2. Also, it's coming to the consoles now. Now, does anybody own a PlayStation? No. But I think it will. More people will talk about it moving forward. Is it on this first Switch? Is Hades 2 on Switch 1?
That's a really good question. Is Hades 2 on Switch 1? It appears that it is.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be in Game Pass for the 6 people that still subscribe to it.
I think it did, but it did not pop off as much as the original did. Yes. My heroes are asking, okay, enough horsing around. What's the best game ever made?
It's gotta be Mugenics. That's my final answer.
Gotta be Myst with the Y.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is golf for the Nintendo.
Can I change my answer?
Yeah, what's up?
I actually think the best game ever made is Splashdown Rides Gone Wild for the PlayStation 2.
That's a good one.
Did I say that last time when we were asked?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, cool.
What do you think is the best smelling video game world and the worst? Asks Jason.
Oh, the thing is, the best world is going to have to smell neutral.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's that game?
Yeah.
Flower. Maybe it smells like flowers.
Okay.
And nice clean air. Now, the worst smelling world has to be Super Mario Odyssey Cooking World, because it's every months and
it's every
and a lot of vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
that's the worst
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dredge. It's probably
Dredge probably fucking
also
sucks.
Not good.
Dishonored probably fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, the
Dishonored fucking stinks. Whale oil and the harbor and
just
the rats
Dishonored
and
probably
the plague.
fucking blows.
Yeah, it's probably bad.
You know what game probably like Steep probably smells really good.
Wait, which one?
Crisp Mountain Air.
Yeah, Crisp Mountain Air, snow. Just powder, you know, like it, like I don't think
Cool Borders.
Yeah, I think that's good. Mm-hmm. SSX might be stinkier than Steep, though, is what I would wager.
Oh yeah, I would say so. They do
definitely some BO.
Yeah,
definitely some BO stuff going on. Yeah,
that's a great question.
Arcabian asking, are there any games that you believe tried an everything game approach like Crimson Desert that actually worked as an enjoyable experience?
I'm liking Terraria. People really like No Man's Sky, which is that.
Yeah. No Man's Sky is that.
No Man's Sky is pretty good. Yeah. I think that's managed to actually thread that needle pretty well.
And I will say, I bounce off of it every time, and I don't think I'm going to try again because I like it a lot in theory, and then I try to get deeper into it, and then I'm like, it still is not it. And that's so fine. But like for many people, it does do all of the things that could be the only video game you play. And it does all of the things that it is doing competently. So I think that's a great shout, John.
Yep.
Or Lotus? Who said it first? I'm sorry.
Lotus said it.
Sorry,
Lotus said it.
It's okay.
Jason asking, got any games on your phone?
I got Dave's Word Game. Oh,
I do.
Brightness is so high.
I actually have a lot of games on my phone, but do I play any of them? Not really. I play Marvel Snap. I play Threes sometimes.
I got Dave's Word Game, Richi Mahjong, which is backed up, so it's not on the phone right now, in Steam.
I have Downwell.
Oh, I always forget that on phone.
Yeah,
it's a good game. I have County. I have Guildlings. I have Mutazione.
I have Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah,
I haven't opened it in a long time. And then I tried to tap on the folder that has the games in it. The other things in there are Game Center, the app, and the Puzzmo app, and then Threes. But when I tried to tap on Puzzmo and Threes, it had to download them. So they weren't on my phone.
I have Puzzmo, I have Air Twister, I have Fantasian.
Fantasy Asian?
I have games on my phone. Yeah, I have games on my phone. I don't play a ton of them. I have Balatro. I have Merge Maestro. Isn't it crazy that we thought that was going to be so huge for a second?
I didn't think that. No,
we being me.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was going to be big. So that's what we got. I know we got to say goodbye to Nikki in a moment.
It's true.
So let me ask this one question before we say goodbye to Nikki, and then we'll answer a couple more. Grace asks, should I use my bonus to buy a Switch 2 and a Pocopia?
Yeah, do it now. The cheapest it'll ever be.
If you're going to do it now. That's a good point.
It's the cheapest it'll ever be.
Yeah, if you're asking, it means that you do have disposable income that you're not worried about spending on somewhere else. So if it's true disposable income and not like your water heater's out, some fucking idiot on this call, water heater is not working.
Why did you do that to your water heater?
Remember when you texted me a couple of weeks ago and you were like, nah, there's nothing wrong. It's just there wasn't any more hot water.
Oh, except there are two heating elements and one of them isn't working. So showers right now are like kind of a cool race of cool. What can I don't like to wash my hair with the hottest water.
Mm-hmm.
So I wash my hair first and then I start to crank the heat up really high to wash my body.
I see.
And then when it starts to get cold, that means my shower is over.
Do you have a tank?
So it is an electric tank, yes.
Oh, get that shit out of here.
I am aware.
Get tankless, brother.
We have to spend like $1,500, but yeah, when I get my
tankless
tax refund, we'll
That's good.
Do that. Yep.
That's what the government wants.
I haven't gotten one of those in a while, so it's fun to get one of those this year. So
that's good.
That'll be good. Nikki, do you have anything to plug before we say goodbye?
Football?
I don't think so.
Fubi?
Yeah, I'm going to soccer.
Have fun.
Yeah, no, you'll see me on TV if you watch on Amazon Prime on 2 days ago. So
2 days. You watch
not this
on 2 days ago.
If you watch on 2 days ago, you'll see me on Amazon Prime in about an hour and some change.
An hour and a half, 2 days ago.
An hour, yes.
An hour and a half, 2 days ago.
Yeah, I gotta go walk my dog, and then there's also a Dodger game today.
Yeah. Oh, so you're gonna have a fun traffic.
Gonna have a fun little commute on the 110 freeway.
Like, who cares about the second game of the season?
Nobody.
Nobody. With the defending champs. Anyway,
my life is so hard.
Thank you. Life is so hard.
My life is so hard.
Nikki, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
For saluting you like Master Chief.
Goodbye.
We'll see you next week. All right, bye. Let's see where Nikki's recording is actually before we. Oh, I actually can't see it until we stop. So Nikki's going to have to just stay muted in the background forever.
Always lurking.
See, it's stupid. Yeah, no, Grace, you should just do it. It's like
The only thing is, I know Grace has many hobbies. Mm-hmm. So if you're like, this other one could really use $300, then do that one. But otherwise,
Plastic Priest, I think you're a first-time asker. What happens when GTA 6 runs like ass on a base PS5, which I think is
some huge news about GTA 5 and how that ran when it came out.
Low-key a great question because I think they're just going to be looking to the future. They're just this is a multi-generational product.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're gonna push to whatever it runs well on, and then push to the next generation. It's gonna still sell really, really well.
Yeah, because you'd like to believe that a significant amount of the development time went to making it work on these consoles because they've been developing it since the consoles before these ones.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's going to.
I don't either. That
said, I think it'll be like Subnautica, where it runs equally bad no matter how powerful your computer is.
Yep.
It's going to be what it is.
Yeah. Blackjack Attack asking, if you could add any Nintendo character to a new Mario movie, who would it be?
I always say Chuck. I love them.
Yeah, those guys are really cool. I agree with that. I think it's Mauser, right? Like Mauser, the sunglasses mouse that is has a bad attitude from Mario 2. I'm not just saying this because I'm literally getting a tattoo of him by the time you hear this
oh wow,
podcast.
That's good.
Yes, so tomorrow I'm going to go get a Mauser tattoo and a Snoopy Woodstock tattoo.
Oh, good.
I'm getting a Snoopy. Yeah.
Snoopy.
A Snoopy. I've decided I think I want to get a Snoopy from like every artist I like. So I'll have like multiple
that's
Snoopies
fun
on me.
A whole sleeve of just Snoopies.
It might be. I think I'm going to start it on my right arm. We'll see.
I was going to say either a sleeve or a leg.
Yeah. So
do they acknowledge the Koopalings anymore?
Not in the movies. Okay. No. I like the Koopalings a lot.
They're fun. They're fun. Design-wise, a really fun ensemble.
I like the Koopalings a lot more than I like Bowser Jr. just as a concept and as a design.
That's fair. I like
Bowser Jr. was such a fucking. It was such a fucking Barney the dinosaur thing for me, where like I was too late to Barney,
cute,
and I'm like,
little face.
Fuck this stupid fucking dinosaur. I feel that way about both of them.
I like Bowser Jr. with the Koopalings because it's like, oh, these are Bowser's other kids that are older, kids? But all of a sudden he has a cute one and he gets to care about that one, and I would like them to fight.
Who are Bowser's kids' parents? Like, I mean, like moms. Like that's what I want to know.
Right. That's the $1 million question.
Who's the mom?
You just be fucking them turtles.
But he does. My ears are asking, the PS5 Pro is now $900. Yes, we established that. What's something more fun to do with $900? Like, fuck. Like, I mean, you could go see
gaming laptop.
You could go see a couple of cool sports games.
Yeah, or if you live in a market like Houston, you could see about 10.
Yeah, like you could go see sports. You could listen, My Hero Zero. I don't think this is your vibe. But you could have a fucking fun night at the club.
You could have a fun night at the club. Bottle service. The most expensive sushi you could imagine.
Oh, omakase. Yes. Then you go to the club. You could have that's a decent $900 night.
You could do a sleeper Amtrak and have money left. Totally. Have like a couple $100 left over for something, a hotel, 100%. A plane bag, something like that.
Yep. Funk asking, do you ever end up with internal songs? Like, Jesus, yes. I just sang, need to put my phone on charge right now to DuckTales. Wait. Need to put my phone on charge right now. That's right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
I think this is one of few Mabim Bam bits I remember, and if it's not, it's from something else.
It's from something.
But it's the phrase "Nobody's ever been murdered" to Beyonce.
Yeah, I think that is a Mabim Bam bit.
I think it is, and it stuck with me because as someone who has had long-standing anxiety issues, 16 years old, home alone. Mm-hmm. You could hear a mouse fart. Every creak of the house is making me jump. I'm like, well, if I sing Beyonce to myself, I won't get killed in the shower. Fine. I'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Funk, the only thing I would say about this is like I don't internalize a lot of songs. I externalize most of them.
And there's a lot of call and response ones.
Yeah. I'm frustrated that I can't immediately identify them, but they happen so often and they happen so stream of consciously that I would not be able to tell you what they are, but funk, yes.
Yeah, like, I don't do a lot of remixes with the lyrics.
Right. Yeah.
Just thinking of them.
Grace asking maybe one of our most enduring, but I have to admit, very obvious questions. Why the fuck are professional comedians still asking Korean artists if they are North Korean in 2026? Well, that's just racism, babe.
That's just racism. But I need more Uno reverses, frankly. I need to be like, yeah, we barely made it out.
I know.
I haven't spoken to my uncle in decades. I need people to start responding at a negative 1,000.
My Hero Zero asking, maybe two of the people who are least interested in flying, check in or carry on when you fly. I'm sorry I didn't ask this when Nikki was here. Any luggage related travel horror stories? I check in.
Personally. Really?
Yeah,
I don't like to.
Well, this is the very like disabled part of this, which I don't like to have a lot of stuff with me as I go, because the way I carry things is I battering ram them on wheels through the airport.
And you already have 2,000 other things to worry about.
I have a lot of stuff to worry about. So like I do check bags. If I were an able-bodied person, I would absolutely I'd pack rat the fuck out of my body to not.
Oh yes. Yeah, 5 sweaters.
100%. 100%.
I go back and forth because I've actually never had, I mean, like, knock on wood, I've never had a bag get truly lost. I've had, getting stuck at the layover airport and my bag is ahead of me, but I know where it is and they know where it is. The thing is, I usually actually do have to do check-in against my will, because if you have a skincare routine, or if you would like to wash your hair, you have to, because of the liquids. And so, like, soon I'm going to be taking a trip that's only a weekend. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to have to capital W wash my hair.
Right.
I could reduce my skincare to 2 things and then my toothpaste, because I really prefer to just have carry-on and to not have to, like, think about it. I used to be more paranoid about my luggage getting lost. So I would have a carry-on and have, like, my favorite sweater that I'm bringing that I cannot replace. And that's in my carry-on. There's not a chance.
There's not a chance. No fucking chance.
Mm-mm.
Do I have luggage? I mean, I have wheelchair-related horror stories. I mean, I've definitely watched people from the plane. I've watched people from the plane just, like, toss my wheelchair, like, for sure.
And the thing is, everybody knows that happens, because it happens so often. People who don't have wheelchairs get it on video casually. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like, it makes me feel so insane, because it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, this doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. But my wheelchair in particular cost about $10,000, because it's got
wheelchairs are very expensive
in the wheels. But it's like, it doesn't matter if you stole the wheelchair from a fucking nursing home. It is crucial equipment. It is priceless. You cannot put a price on someone's independence and ability to get around. And the fact that people are so willy-nilly about it is... it's not even willy-nilly. It's so far beyond that. It is, I would almost say, actively
malicious.
Yeah.
What should happen is, if they find people doing that, they should get put on the plane. Close the back doors. You're on the plane. You can just take their legs out with the hammer if they can't get away in time.
I love that idea.
We should jigsaw.
We should jigsaw.
Take some people down to an island. If you have ever been recorded fucking with someone's wheelchair, John gets to come after you with a hammer.
I get to come out after you with it. I get to put you in a trap that cuts your whole junk off if you don't do something within 15 minutes. You know, it's great.
The mysterious third circumcision.
Just clean off. Clean off. Russ asking, what are games that you always have installed or available, old or new? Not asking a game that you play all the time, but something that you feel like is heartwarming and good, that's always there, ready to go, regardless of how much you play it.
I don't uninstall stuff unless the computer turns red.
I
got 4 terabytes and I paid good money for them.
That is also my answer, but I do.
It's something I have on purpose.
Say the 2K milieu of games, whether it be the older football games or a modern NBA game, I do always have available to me on, like, multiple devices, which is kind of weird. I always have a Final Fantasy IX on multiple devices. I always have a Majora's Mask on multiple devices, and Shenmue, Skies of Arcadia. I always have those, like, available to me. And crucially, I do not play most of them that often. But those are kind of the ones I'm like, I gotta, like, this. Someone's gonna hold a gun to my head and be like, show me a game that you're a pervert about, and I'll be like, okay, here you go. So yeah, those definitely exist, and I definitely have some of those for sure. Yeah, good question. Lovik asking, we're close to the end. Lovik asking, what niche old game would you want to see repackaged for modern hardware? A friend just had me pick up Tomba 2, The Evil Swine Return from LRG, and I feel like I can't have been that high on LRG's priority list, yet here we are.
Well, I think LRG's priority list is whatever they could get.
That's true.
Whatever has the license. How niche are we talking? Whenever it comes to niche old games, my answer is often Cubivore. A game that what Nikki was talking about before is on a we had taken many road trips to Houston to see my grandparents. And one time we bought the GameCube when I had been very well behaved. So I was allowed to buy a game at a random GameStop in like Richmond or Rosenberg or something. And I said, this looks neat and is $20.
Mm-hmm.
Weird game.
Weird game. I would want to, I think it's Dave Mirra BMX 2 for me. It's a game that I played more of than a lot of the Tony Hawk games, although like I can tell you it's not as good for sure, but I played a lot of it because it had ragdoll physics.
Oh,
and
the best.
I loved that when I was 16. It's just very important to me.
Everybody turns 16 and ragdoll physics becomes really important.
Oh, it's super important.
It's so
important. I would love that game to get repackaged, have like live performances from the bands that were on that soundtrack. Is really funny. Maybe some sort of making up with the ragdoll physics, and crucially, this is really important. The making of pre-production meetings of BMX XXX, but like none of the actual game BMX XXX. Like, how did they get from Dave Mirra 2 to that, and just like have that be part of the equation? But I don't care about the game itself.
Okay.
Like I just think that would be kind of neat.
You want the making of Karateka, but it's
exactly. Like it, Dylan asked, you have to pick one song that will be your ringtone forever. You can never put your phone on vibrate or silent. What song do you choose? Now you've kind of backed me into a corner, because if I can never put my phone on vibrate or silent, I am picking like a Bach piece or something like that.
Right, you're trying to be a little classy.
Something very classy about it. Like
phone
something easy to ignore.
For all of college was the Cantina theme from Star Wars, because I knew it would wake me up. And hey, never failed.
Never failed. Never failed.
This is the thing too. Oh, hello.
Putting a Laker game also on the same day in the same
I saw
direction
your text.
is racist.
Is actual racist.
Like I just don't like. It's just fucking racist.
Yeah. Yep. What? I was going to ask Nikki how many minutes it added to their commute, but they've already.
It says Google says that it's going to take me 30 minutes, and it's going down. I don't think that Google understands the calendar.
Google says
but folks, y'all need to understand.
My life.
Y'all also need to understand how close Nikki lives to the place where they're going as well. So that's still a long amount of time to get to where they're going.
You got to get an e-bike.
Mm-hmm. Yep, just got to get an e-bike.
Yeah, this is also the important thing. If it's a ringtone, I don't receive calls too often, so I could maybe make it something kind of fun.
Yeah,
but I get a lot of fun right away.
I get a call from, and I need to answer it and tell them to fuck off, because it doesn't matter how many times I block them. There is some place that believes that I desperately need a $39,000 loan. I don't. But it's a very specific number that they've landed on, and they call me a lot. It's like, you are pre-approved for a $39,000 business loan, and I'm like, I don't need that. VGBs would waste that money in ways that you could not even believe if we got that money. So no.
I'll do Energetic by 101. That's a good K-pop song.
That's a good one. I would do. Here, let me find the name of the track exactly. One second. Ooh, it's not going to let me search for that. It's a Peter Gregson recomposition of Bach.
Oh.
Yeah, it's his. I don't actually know how to say this, because I'm actually hey folks, I'm actually a moron. Like just my molecules are not very smart. I believe it is Symphony 4/5 Bourrée, which is a Bach recomposition. It's a beautiful, very like melancholy song, but it would be fine if it went off in the middle of a meeting. It'd be okay.
Right. I didn't know that Peter Gregson made music. I loved him in Family Guy.
Hell yeah, Lotus! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, dude!
For people who don't watch, we can't see Nikki, and I didn't know they were still here.
PETA, you're recomposing Bach.
PETA. In my restless dreams, I see that town. That's one of my favorite posts of all time. That one and the Splatoon fuck this nasty pussy one.
I haven't thought about that in a long time.
I think about it like once a week. Yeah, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, folks, it might be funnier that way.
It might be funnier that way. 2 more questions. Jason asking, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? I invite your co-host to monkey paw your answers.
Oh, yeah. I think there's always like a very classic. This was like, would you rather schoolyard shit? Would you rather be able to fly or teleport, you know?
Sure.
And then it's always like, well, obviously the answer is teleport, unless I can get gibbed or gib somebody, you know?
Yeah. And I think, like, again, Jason, I'm sorry. That is also my answer, is like to teleport. But like, yes, like.
Then we give each other.
Like, Nightcrawler always has to be like, well, I have to see where I'm going.
Right.
I have to see where I'm going. If I can't see where I'm going, I might get gibbed or I might get squished.
At that point, it's not even teleporting. Fine. I'm casting Blink 50 times in a row, basically. Right. Which is still helpful.
It's still really helpful.
Clear.
Yeah. Definitely teleportation, though.
Or you could be like Death Note. Just deploy me to telefrag people. Let me know their exact longitude and latitude. And they're gone.
In today's modern climate, the thing with flying is that some hillbilly is going to shoot you. And you're going to deserve it, because those people that shoot down drones are heroes. So if they're like that's the thing, is like, if some guy is like, well, I want no drones in my backyard in Springfield, Missouri, and he shoots me, well, I like, as I'm dying on my way crashing to the earth, I'm like, I guess I deserved it, because I would also shoot something down that was random in the sky.
You just have to take a really dumb path. From your house, you go straight up a mile, and then you go straight over and straight back down.
Straight back down. Now, Jason, I know this is the last question.
I didn't think of anything.
I didn't think of anything either. Jason re-asking, what's your most recent Phoenix Down moment? Now, folks, I can't actually remember if we explained this last week, but the Phoenix Down moment, of course, is realizing at a point in your life that in my head, it was just Phoenix Down.
Right.
Phoenix Down.
Phoenix Down?
Right. And you're like, oh, it's just the name that they gave this thing to
like
revive
people thought
you.
It was a bad translation or something.
Right. But it's a feather from a phoenix that will rise from the ashes. And so that realization, like kind of like the arrow in the FedEx logo, is I think what we referred to it last week. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's like, oh, duh. I did think about this week, and I didn't immediately come up with a good other example of this.
Yeah, I think it's hard because that one's sort of a pun or a play on words. And I think I usually get those as perhaps evidenced by the particular way that I like to make stupid jokes is almost always those.
Correct.
So, like, my answer is always just that I loved The Simpsons as a kid, and there are a lot of political jokes that I did not get at all.
A lot of those, for sure.
Or even just like, and not adult as in pornographic, but adult as in just things adults do. Like making a joke about a loan or something. I'm like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Right. Yeah.
But I can't think of a specific one. I was trying to Google this. It's a shame search engines don't work anymore.
Other examples of FedEx logo arrow.
Okay. Let's all Google stuff.
Follow the arrow, hidden design and famous logos. This is from CNN in 2018, March 12th, 2018.
Plays on words. You didn't know were plays on words.
Toblerone says there's a bear inside of the mountain. What are you talking about?
Well, that's more of a
these
quest.
Are bad. These are stupid. These are dumb. 4 years ago, r/design porn. I never noticed the arrow in the negative space makes the FedEx logo. Okay. All right. I don't know. I mean, Amazon's A to Z, but that's not as clever.
And I'm on bustle.com, all the Shrek adult jokes that you definitely didn't understand as a kid. Maybe this will have something.
Yeah, maybe this will shed some light.
It's not helping so far.
Not helping. Most Mystery Science Theater jokes that Mike Nelson made, I would say, were one of those things where it's like I didn't really understand them until I was like in my mid-20s. Yeah, I don't know, Jason. I'm going to continue to think about this. I do believe more of these moments exist, but the Phoenix Down is the most prominent one that I did have like a genuine, oh fuck yeah, of course moment.
One similar thing that I always do that makes me feel so stupid because I've done it on stream several times is playing word games and doing the thing that I make fun of my friend Danny for, which sometimes solving a word puzzle, you're kind of plugging the letters in.
Yeah.
So I'm pronouncing a word in a way that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm like, what's exit? Exit? Oh, exit. Like shit like that.
Oh, exit. Shit.
Exit.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing. Like I have been doing a lot of crosswords lately, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. That's Jason. We'll keep. You know what? I'm not going to tell you to. You don't have to keep asking,
but we'll keep it in mind.
But I am going to think. I am going to keep thinking about it.
One day it's going to happen. You're going to see it that hit you a year ago and be like,
oh, that's yeah. The next, I will tell you this for sure, Jason. The next time that it happens, I'll remember it and I will bring it to the show. Because it does happen, I feel like once every like 18 months or something. Yeah, if you want to ask us one of those questions, we did have a couple of at least one first-time asker. Thank you so much. Go to VGBs.com/join. Join the Hive. If you join the Hive, you can go to our Discord and join the special Discord channel to ask us a question that we will answer on the show every single week. We got through a lot of them this week, which is great. And now we're going to head out. Lotus, do you have anything to plug this week?
I have a Prius and I like it so far. Knock on wood.
A Prius? That's so exciting. I'm so excited they have a new car.
Feels like a real car. Real car on the road.
Car. All right, I'll plug something. Glider. Go to glydr.gg or go to feetlegal.com. You've been able to buy Glider for a few months now, but did you know that it's now fully functional on Mac and Linux?
Woo.
So if you've been holding out to buy a foot-based controller for your video games and other apps, it's not just on PC anymore. It is now working fully functional on Mac and Linux. So for all you folks that are moving from PC to Linux right now, and I know there are a lot of you out there, you can definitely think about that. So go to feetlegal.com and get your Glider today. That's the end of my plug. Folks, thanks so much for hanging out. This has been fun. It was still a busy news week, but I feel like we got through it briskly.
Yeah. A lot of it was, hey, there's layoffs again. Does not blow?
Hey, there's layoffs again. They don't make sense. They'll never make sense. And there we go. I hope you check out Tomodachi Life. I'm so interested to see if they get rid of the cursing in that game, the slurs in that game.
VGB's curse
just straight
watch.
Up do that.
Hey.
VGB's curse watch, everyone. We will see y'all next week. And until then, keep on buzzing.